Check us out on Patreon, guys, where we're giving you the entire year now for $10.08. Over 100 videos worth of content for $10.08.
8 cents is just such a slap in the face.
Like 84 cents a month, I think is what it comes out to.
I haven't seen 84 cents in 15 years. Ever since penny candy.
So check us out on Patreon, guys. Hope to see you there.
The entire year.
What's up, guys? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man George.
What's up, guys? How you living out there? Shout out to the free things, of course, man.
So we coming back with another video, man. We got Godflesh. Now, I've never heard of them. I don't even think that's been a big request at all in the comments.
No.
So just like Metal Church, maybe this might be a little gem that we may have found. Maybe, hopefully.
Yeah.
Because we got a lot of good feedback from that.
We really enjoy putting people on to what you were just kind of saying about Metal Church. Yeah. We really enjoy putting people on the bands. And that's kind of been a big thing about what this channel's been about for quite some time.
Yes,
you know
sir.
what I mean? It happened with Gojira. It happened with a few bands that people were just like, wow. You know, so Godflesh, hopefully that, I don't know how familiar you guys are with Godflesh. I know that they were on this Metal Classics playlist on a streaming platform that we're using. So this song, Like Rats, is supposed to be, I guess, a classic by someone's standards, at least whoever put that playlist together. So I'm not sure.
I mean, this came out in '89, right?
89. So they've been around for a while.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I guess they're an industrial metal band. They're from Birmingham, England. Their breakout album was what? I think it's called
Street Cleaner. Street Cleaner.
Which is like the breakout album, and this song, Like Rats, is on Street Cleaner. You know what I mean? So look, industrial metal, post-metal, experimental metal, I guess extreme metal this falls under it's saying in here as well. So
Okay.
Okay. And we just wanted to get back to metal as well.
Yes.
We want to get some actual metal songs on
Yeah,
here.
man.
So let's get into it. Godflesh Like Rats.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good so far. I know the song ain't even dropped yet. It's my shit though. I love this little anticipation.
Build up. There's something in there.
Yeah, you know.
It's something in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think there's something there because the initial dum dum breed, like when he's like breed, you know, I get it invokes an emotion. It's got the sinister, like dark tone and aggressiveness that I like, but it still feels like it's missing something in me. I just can't put my finger on it. I'm trying to figure it out, but it seems, maybe the music seems a little empty to me. I don't know. I feel like it needs something else.
Part of me feels like it's like forced tough guy aggression. You know what I mean? Is what the vocals give me, but the other part of me is like, but it's hitting with that. And I think that's the metal. Is that the electronic drums in there? That doesn't.
It could be.
That has to be.
It could be. Yeah.
That's clearly not standard drums.
Right.
You know what I mean? Unless they put some sort of like something on there to
amplify it or whatever.
Yeah. But I like that though. I like the boom 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 boom. But maybe it's the hip hop in me that likes that. But I like that boom boom. So I feel like live, this would do what it's supposed to do. I could just see people like
that probably would be crazy.
I could see people really going crazy on
this. That's a good point.
So I'm not disliking it, to be honest. But don't know if I love it, but I'm not disliking it.
But it's still early.
It's still early. It's very early.
So
we'll see.
Yeah.
The vocals, man.
Yeah.
It's almost like
ear piercing.
It's destroying my eardrum.
Yeah, it's
this is
ear
what's
piercing.
Happening. So I don't know if that's an engineering or production issue, but it sounds very trebly, I guess. Like it doesn't sound full here. You know, very tinny in this section. Like so, it almost feels like it's like destroying your eardrums.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like. You know, but the drumming in that main groove, what is it? The boom 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 bam boom boom boom. That sounds great to me. That just sounds great. And I don't know what they're saying lyrically here. I mean, I don't know if they're just saying that is this an overpopulation type of thing? You know, you breed like rats. I'm not sure. So, but I understand that this song is gonna do something completely different in that scene, in like an industrial.
That's true.
You know, live scene. I really feel like I would feel completely different.
It definitely has a gritty feel to it, and I like that portion of it. But I don't know, man. I'm gonna kind of get through the song, but I feel like it needs something. It just seems like
seems empty.
You're almost there though. I mean, like I like that initial groove, but I feel like it needs to be accompanied by something else to kind of get me into it. Just not quite there. It's kind of like, when you had the Jerry curls back in the day, it just wouldn't quite curl unless you had that activator juice. It just wouldn't quite curl.
I ain't never had no Jerry curl.
I'm all curl all the way. I'm just being stupid. But anyway, I just feel like it needs a little something. So.
Okay, well we only halfway through. Let's see what they do here. This is all that.
That ain't it.
And it could sound good. It's not engineered correctly.
Yeah, it's an ear pierce. Yeah, I gotta turn it down a little bit. There we go. Stay right here.
This makes the song right here. If this is a classic, it's because of that. But right here, and it now becomes that. The amplification of the back of this song. But when it gets into breathe, right here.
I don't know, man. I question why they put this particular transition in here. Why would you put this transition, this ear-piercing sound, and accompany it by the hard, aggressive drumming and hard, long riffs of the guitar, and then you go into the screeching transition? I just don't know if that. I don't like it. To me, it just seems misplaced to me. I don't know why you would do that. To me, I'm who the hell am I? I'm just saying.
I got
to
you.
me, it just, yeah, man, and it just takes me out the song.
I'm thinking of a couple things with this, because I was looking up as you were talking, Ryan, and actually as I was listening to the song, I was looking up industrial metal and what it, I don't want to say purpose. I mean, it's music, but certain genres I feel like are just for certain times. Like these very niche genres, I think a lot of times are for specific types of scenarios. And industrial metal just seems like something that's just meant, for the most part, like for live events and just parties, like mass parties. Because when I'm listening to this boom, 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 I can picture myself at a large event just head nodding to that alone. Like that alone could probably quench my thirst for what it is. And that's just what it is. Like as far as that section, my issue with the section is a little different from yours with that transition. It's just that it's just ear piercing. It's just, you said screeching. I think that's very accurate. It's just killing my ears. And I just think for me, it's just a production issue. And I can't even get into what's happening in the music because it's just, it literally feels like it's gonna burst my eardrum. So I'm just annoyed by that. Like, so I think it's more of an engineering, something going on with the mixing of the song that's at least for me taking me out of it. All right, but let's finish it up. This sort of trance-inducing. I hear you. It feels more like it's supposed to be more.
I remember when we did Du hast me. Now I believe that's industrial, right? I believe that's industrial, kind of, sorta, right?
I think so.
Rammstein? Don't crucify me if I'm wrong, guys. But when you said club type of sound, and I heard that in parts of this song, and especially at the end. At the end, it sounded like that would be a club type of. The way they ended it.
I'm talking more about like live events, like live moshed out events. So I don't think this is a dance song. If that's what you're saying. Yeah.
Okay. But to me though, I'm listening to this, George, and if that's what it is, if Rammstein or Steen is industrial metal, maybe they were inspired, because I think they came out after Godflesh, but maybe they were inspired by Godflesh and people like that. But
Godflesh came out in '94. It looks like what Rammstein did.
Yeah, but you know what? All I'm doing is, and I'm just judging Rammstein based on Du hast. Yeah. I really enjoyed that. I think you were mixed emotions on it, but I really enjoyed.
I get it though.
I really enjoyed that. I thought that was super creative and infusing the metal, and it has like a little vibe to it that you can kind of jam to. I thought that was cool. So. That's the only band that I'm kind of comparing Godflesh to right now.
Yeah.
And I'm much
Ministry too.
Ministry too. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And I'd rather listen to Rammstein than Godflesh. You know what I'm saying? I just think Rammstein is doing that. If you like that sound, if you don't like the sound, then neither one you're not fucking with either one of them. But if you like that sound, I just think Rammstein, based on Du hast, we should probably revisit them. But I gotta listen to other songs.
We don't just for all Rammstein fans, just to point that out right now, to speak to that is Rammstein. They actually put like copyright strikes on the music. That's why we haven't gotten to them. That's why we had to do the Dropbox link for Du hast.
Yep.
Because they just hit a lot of content creators with copyright strikes, not like claims on just getting ads on a video. Strikes. You get 3 of those,
you're out.
They'll take
just
your
like
camera
baseball.
Down. So we don't play with that.
Yeah. So anyway, man, that's kind of how I felt about this song, man. I think it had some merit there, though. I mean, I really like that initial groove, and I really wish they could have done something creatively to kind of get me into it more. I feel like, to your point, now that you made that clarification, it's not necessarily club. It's just in a big group concert, just jamming out. I can see that. I can see someone doing that, and I can see that song really serving that purpose, right? Yeah. If you're jamming out to it. But I just don't know if, I don't know, man. Maybe it's a charisma thing. Maybe it's just more movement in the music. I just feel like other bands that I've heard that will still accomplish that rock out sound, in a concert environment, but it's just a little bit more movement in the music, a little bit more talent vocally. It's just a lot more things that I think could have been incorporated here. But the moral of the story is I just wasn't digging it. Not playlist for me. Yeah. I hate to try to, be a Debbie Downer and shit. But yeah, it's not working for me.
Not playlist for me, but maybe live list though. Maybe. To your point, man, just talking about Rammstein. To me, Rammstein, I feel like they're both doing industrial, but I just feel like Rammstein, based off that one song, I haven't heard anything else from Rammstein, so I could be wrong on this. They felt more dancey. They felt like more, I don't want to call it poppy, but they felt more like they were going for metal dance music. I felt like Godflesh comes off a lot harder to me.
Yeah, that's
It comes
true.
off a lot more raw and visceral than what
That's true.
Rammstein did. So I don't even know yet. Yeah, they're in the same bag, I think, in terms of just doing having industrial influence, but I don't know if they're doing the same things within that industrial
Makes sense.
umbrella. So if you like more visceral rawness, I think maybe Godflesh would be your taste. I do think that Rammstein is more polished, though. I think what they did with Du Hast, even though I didn't really like that song too much, I can hear that they were based off of these two songs. It sounded like they took some influence maybe from Godflesh or other bands and really polished that sound, but went the more dance route with it. That's just that one song.
Yeah.
I could be
Based
completely
on that
wrong
song. Yep.
about Rammstein. So I'm not mad at this. There's been other songs that I just have been completely like, nah, bro. It made me angry to listen to it on the channel. That's not one of those songs. I think that there were some elements in here, and I think we pointed them out in the video. Some of that powerful drumming and the electronic drumming that was really powerful, that was impactful, that kept my attention. So shout out to them. Give us some other suggestions,
man.
for Godflesh and maybe Rammstein, or Rammstein. I don't know. Maybe we need to get back to them. And that's it. That was slightly different.
Yep.
We try to throw some different ones at you guys, man. That's the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed that, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And also check out our Patreon channel, guys. If you're interested, it will allow you to get exclusive access to our content. I'm George. That's Ryan, Lost to Vegas.
We out.